I thought we'd try a little bit of a real quick freestyle type of sketching style here. And obviously for this week, we'll be doing pumpkins and gourds, which will be fun. We'll go outside. But I just wanted to just see how fast I could do this or how much energy I could have with this. It'd be kind of fun. So I'm just going to just toss the gourd in here a little bit towards the bottom, just so I get a proportion. Okay, and then my pumpkin, do this. You know, you can sort of give it a little bit more of a handle than you might want, but I'm going to put it behind, obviously, the gourd. So you can tell I'm sort of giving this impression. There's my, this way, a little bit like this. There, so there's my proportion. This is going to be a hot spot over here. Shadow this way. I like the way the shadows kind of work off to the left, up against this. In fact, the shadow, you see the shadow up against here, which is interesting. So again, that's what gives it its depth. So we got a shadow here, shadow up in here, and of course a shadow on this side, and got a little highlight going from outside. Generally speaking, you've got like, this is maybe the warmest light, and I'm going to do this as a warm color, sort of yellows, the oranges. I'm going to go blue back here, maybe a little bit of purple, and just get that kind of that shape to pull it around. But I'm not going to try and do the whole thing. I'm going to see how fast I can make this kind of sketch work. And let's give us a sort of a quick sketch technique. I'm going to obviously go with the lightest light, let the white come through, and I'm going to go with yellow here. And I'm probably just going to pull right from my palette a little bit of this. I'm going to let that go white up at the top here. And see, I've got a little bit of a dry brush, so I've got this texture coming through. See, so I almost use the side of the brush a little bit. And I'll worry about sort of getting maybe the outline of it a little bit later. But a little bit of that, maybe just a little bit of orange through here. Let it kind of bring this way. I'll come in later with some of these. Actually, I might do this right now. Here, a little bit of this orange color. We've got these really interesting sort of stripes that work down this way. A little detail here. There we go. This will just sort of get this started a little bit. And I'm going to see if I can't just a little bit of purple in here with these gourd colors, maybe a little bit of red, just give it some interesting contrast. Okay, here's my gourd, and see, basically you can see how I'm kind of working it this way a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna not let it tip up too much. Get the colors to kind of fade in here a little bit. Okay, so then pumpkin. I'm gonna start with my a real wet orange through here. There's my highlight up through there. You see I'm kind of actually sort of giving it from a little bit of a side angle here. Maybe a little bit of red down here. might be my first. And I said I'm going to try a little bit of this light purple. And I think we'll just let this be our first real experience here with a quick technique. And we'll just let that dry and come in and see what else we can. Maybe a little orange in here, I think. Now I'm just adding water to my pigment. Maybe get a little bit of some splashes, some drops, because they're kind of. This is kind of an interesting idea. Just sort of drop some things on there. See that? So that drops kind of gives that texture. See all these little weird little texture pieces here. So we can do this. If it goes off, here's put it up here. Fix that later. Okay, so let's leave that. Let's let that dry. And yeah, so this is kind of what I've got. There we go. Yeah, we'll just give that a rest right now and come back when it dries.